Hey, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. I had a little incident with Pat, who just decided to have his way with me and play a little too much, and I couldn't come back in time for the start of the match. However, we are here now for the first round. I did pass a little bit of it. I wasn't live, but thank you, Deployer, for allowing me back entry into your wonderful ears, as we're now at the end of the second round, and it seems like Exotica might just steal first from Lingo. No, it's very close though. He stole third from Charles, and that's all that's important. Charles is now stuck in third because of it. And Hydro, well, he was so far behind, only separated by 1/10. Was all three of those players. Okay. I'll tell you guys, I'm taking care of a kitten right now, and poor little kitten need to be held, right, to be fed with milk, and he decided to go to the bathroom then and there, so I did have to wash myself very, very thoroughly after finishing. Yes. The life of taking care of kittens. They're very cute. Don't know when to go to the bathroom right away. As Hydro finding himself in a fight with Charles and Lingo. Will Lingo win this round here, or will there be another snipe? It seems like Lingo, though, will keep it together, and Hydro can't catch up to him in time. Charles will get third once again, finding himself in the bottom two. And even though Charles is really close in this fight, in terms of times, he's not close in terms of points. He's down in last, and it's not from lack of trying, and it's not from the lack of anything else. Really, it's just a lack of getting sniped by an Exotica here and there, and finding himself just down in third place most of the time. I like the fight in chat about who would win between right QDC and left QDC. Well, let's see if they'll make a comeback a little bit later on in the stream, as Charles right now tries to make a comeback up into the point leaderboard, but he goes really wide. Will Lingo or Hydro, be able to catch up to him? I don't think so. That's a very beautiful line out of Charles, but now the fight's between Lingo and Hydro. It's only 2 milliseconds that separates the two of them. And that is Hydro ahead of Lingo, and everyone's going to be happy with that except for Lingo, who everyone else catches up to him except for an Exotica. Finds himself now in last, with Charles having won that round. Marina, I just drank water and I read what you wrote in the same time, and I nearly just choked on that water. Very, very nearly. Very close. Very, very close. Very close. You didn't get me to choke. Not just yet. Anyway, into the match we go. For map number 2, Lingo in the lead with 32. Hydro in second, 27. Charles in third, 23. Exotica in fourth, 18. Only two of these players will go into the grand final match here on this wonderful Friday evening. Well, afternoon for some of these players, but evening for most of us, especially those that are at night. Wonderful Deployer. I think SRK went to bed, so good bed to him. Thank you, CD, as well as Parker in the background getting everything done for this team while the North Americans are around having some fun. So, Lingo off to that lead, but will he keep it on the second map, or will it suit someone else? Hydro in second place at the moment. Might be a surprise to a few players, as he was not that good during qualifying. He was not exactly the best, but qualifying the fastest doesn't mean that you're consistently fastest, and that showed with Leandro, who could not keep it together and did not win his server. Charles in front of Exotica, in front of Hydro, who's in front of Lingo. Lingo lingering in 4th place, fighting with Hydro for 3rd position, getting into the podium positions now, and should get ahead of Exotica, but he goes so wide, does not slow down, and because of that, that wider line allows Hydro back through. Charles and Exotica fighting for the last position, and Charles chokes the last landing, and Hydro gets ahead of Lingo, who makes a mistake of his own. Exotica will get first due to the Charles mistake, and that's a loss of 7 points. And Exotica is now back in the fight. So you're wanted, Saj. I get it. Yeah, that was a really good run too by Charles. He was ahead on nearly 2/10 on Exotica that round. Let's see if he can pull another good round just like that one in a fight with Hydro, though, this time. Rather than Exotica, they're side by side, they're inside of each other. Let's see what they can do to themselves. What can they push out of these F1 looking ass cars? As Lingo has overtaken Exotica, they're in a fight of their own in 3rd, 4th position as Hydro overtakes Charles, but Charles more inside to outside, back to inside, into the fight now with what happened there? He slows down! He gets a slowdown! And so Lingo now back into the fight, but he won't get first because that's Hydro who does it. Hydro wins this round, and he's now tied with Lingo for the lead. Exotica and Charles are getting left in the dust by the top 2. Oh man, yeah, he just had a reliability issue of Max Verstappen no power moment, I guess, for Charles in that last round. Hopefully it doesn't happen a 3rd time, because once again he was on a really solid time round 1 and clips the last corner, and then in last round just gets a massive slowdown. As Lingo now with a big lead, Exotica's gonna catch up to him. Charles in the background gonna try and catch up to both as Lingo gets a slowdown of his own, goes way too close to the border edges of the map, and he'll pay the price. Exotica in the lead. Charles gonna try and catch up. Will Charles lose more places here? To this ending, no, but it's Exotica who's really close to having that happen to himself. And now it's the other way around. Hydro's in 4th, and Lingo is in 3rd. The other 2 players catching up, and now Exotica only 6 points away from the lead, and Charles now 13. 13's not too far away, all things considered, right? In 3 rounds' time, he could be back into that fight and just like a couple points behind. But as well, he could be a very sad contributor to the rounds where he just finds himself in 3rd and 4th. Even if he's in the lead for most rounds or in contention for most of these rounds, he just can't clutch it out together. Or so it seems. Can he clutch it out this round? That would be very nice to see here. Winning a round after being in the lead for all 4 rounds so far? No. Lingo and Exotica will fight for this lead. And Charles being left in the dust. As he goes more inside, he'll be more inclined, but he'll get less speed as Lingo clips. And now it's Charles and Exotica once again. Exotica in the lead though, but not as far as last time. And Charles catch up. More inside, less speed out of the corner. And so you'll get his 4th place with a choke once again. And Charles, an unfortunate set of events. Instead of getting 7, he'll get 3. And allows the other players to zoom past ahead. 4 points separating Exotica, Lingo, and Hydro. Meanwhile, Charles being left in the dust. Charles in the mud. 3 chokes by Charles there on that map. That's gonna hit the mental. That is rough. This is where the mental game also starts to play in, right? Because Charles is good enough to have the same 50 amount of points the same amount of points as the other players who are on 50. And Charles right now on 39, after having a horrendous second map, I think could definitely be in that fight for the lead. And right now, after that horrendous second map, will the mental play a game here? How much will it weigh down on him? An amazing first round on the second map. He throws it all away in the last one there. Can he come back is actually the real question, though. Is his mental shot? Is he too many points behind already? Can he catch up? The nice little comeback here on Wisteria by Manox and Kyle. 12 seconds until we find out round number 1 here. Very tight matchup so far, all things considered. Exotica trying to show us an alternate route through. Just can't get the finish during this warm-up. The Canadian, 2 Americans, and the Colombian fighting for the lead, fighting to get into the grand finals here. Who will it be between Lingo and Exotica, Hydrox, and Hydro, and Charles? Lingo currently in the lead, and Exotica is in second. Charles and Hydro having made a mistake. They're going to fight for the last podium position as things currently stand, as Exotica also clips to the wall. He clips out of the map altogether. Lingo is all alone at the front. Charles and Hydro behind are over a second behind. Lingo is now so far ahead. All he has to do is bring this one straight into the finish. Charles will be happy after getting that first corner incident, going from first to fourth, find himself at second at least. And Exotica, ooh, he won't be too happy with that, losing a lot of points here to Charles, Lingo, and Hydro. He's still in that fight, but with Lingo now in a big lead now. Yeah, he's now 9 points ahead. They were all tight together. 4 points separate the 3 of them, and now it's over 10. See the Spanish Vamos is in chat. Would that be Vamais? Maybe. Vamos, Charles, as we get on going here. Well, I'll give it to my French compatriot as well. Away Lingo, and I'll say as well, let's go, Exotica and Hydro. Just so I include everyone. We like ourselves a little bit of inclusivity, of course. Exotica in the lead, Lingo right there, Hydro fighting for the lead as well. It's all interchanging, and oh, Lingo clips the land border there as Exotica. I thought he was going to go a little bit too high. It didn't in the end. Good for him. Exotica gets first, Hydro gets second, Lingo gets third, and oh, poor Charles finds himself down in last again. Big crash out of him, and that's rough for him. Again, he's now down by over 20 points on Lingo. He needs to win a round here. Get his mental back into it. And Exotica will try to catch up to Lingo. Charles fighting with Hydro for the last podium position. Lingo, ooh, very nice line. Very fast, but very risky as well. That's something you'd see during the qualifying round, I'm sure. Exotica not even daring to go for that line, as Lingo now with a big lead. And Exotica goes a little bit too wide. That allows Charles to attack. He's got more speed out of the exit. And so Charles falls back down to third. Charles with a better line. Can he catch back up? No, he won't. So Lingo gets first. That's a very solid time, 42.4. Exotica gets second. Charles gets third. Hydro gets fourth. Very good round by everyone involved. No one with a really big mistake. But Charles will need more than that to catch back up to the leading pack. 81, 73, 67, and 54. As now everyone is really well separated by at least 6 points, I should say. Lingo and Exotica separated by 8. Hydro and Exotica separated by 6. Charles and Hydro separated by 13. At the start of this map, it was 13 between himself and Lingo. His woes continue on map 3 here, as it's hysterics on Wisteria. Lingo in the lead, trying to fend off Hydro here. Hydro will fend himself off as he crashes into the wall, and Charles will gain second position off of that. He'll be somewhat happy with that. Getting himself ahead of Hydro and Exotica in this round will be very, very worthwhile. And the fact that Hydro actually got last might even be better. But only time will tell. On to the next map now. 91 points for Lingo. If he wins this round, he'll be finalist. But he's a maximum of 3 rounds away from finalist mode. Dude's got a freaking leaf blower over there. Oh. Just some leaf blowing at 28 degrees outside, man. I'm gonna take a sip of water here as we're back on pace. I kind of came back in a haste earlier on, knowing that I was a little bit late back to this first round on this first map. Not surprising though. What is surprising is the points gap. After the first map, it was so close. Even after the second map, it was relatively even. Yeah, it's 28, but it's also 100% humid. Okay? It's like 100% humidity. So, the amount of maps, there is no maximum amount of maps. It's how many points. And so you need to get 100 points to get yourself finalist mode, which you'll see with a big fat F, a red F, and the numbers on the back of the card will also be red. So Lingo is the only player currently in the fight for finalist mode. Once you reach that, you need to win a round, and then you win. So, once you reach finalist mode, you need to win a round, and then you'll win the semi-final in this case, because that's where we are currently standing. But right now, Lingo in the lead. Hydro's the only player who can stop him from reaching that finalist mode. And Exotica, a little bit too far behind, though. He's got more speed out of the exit here. He could catch back up with a more inside line, which he does get. He'll get more speed than Hydro. He goes wide, but Lingo will not linger this any longer than it needs to. Lingo will be into finalist mode. Hydro will get second. Exotica in third. Charles in fourth. And Exotica is 17 points away from finalist. And all Lingo needs to do is win one round. One round. And he's got 3 chances minimum before an Exotica becomes finalist himself and has a chance at winning. So 2 rounds before an Exotica becomes finalist, and a 3rd round before he can even think about winning the semifinal here. So Lingo crashes out. That's one of his 3 tries. That's one of his 3 bullets. He's going to bite one of them. Doesn't like it. Hydro and Exotica will fight for more points, though. And that's exactly what they want to hear. Charles, though, he needs to catch up to them. He knows he needs to if he wants to get back into this match. But right now, just not there. Hydro is going to get more points than Exotica once again. 3 points will be caught up by Exotica. Over Exotica by Hydro, I should say. 3 points separate them now, as they are both at now very, very close margins. Exotica, 1 round away if he wins this round. Hydro, 2 rounds away. Charles, a nice amount of points, but not in this situation. He is over 4 rounds away from even reaching finalist mode. And at that point, after reaching finalist mode, he needs to win another round. So pretty much he needs to win 5 rounds in a row here. Well, he could lose this one or any of the next few ones, but he needs to win every other one other than 1. It's not going to be this round. He's going to be in last again if he can't overtake Hydro, which he does. He overtakes Exotica as well. Oh, look at the speed. Look at the turn. Can he actually make it past Lingo? He's got a lot of speed here. He's got the nice angle. Exotica's going to catch up a little bit, not enough. Charles is going to get himself a second place, the 7 points. As Lingo wins the round, he'll get into the grand finals. Good job by Lingo, the Canadian, finding himself in the grand finals of the North America, South America monthly cup. So now, we gotta figure out, is it gonna be Exotica? Is it gonna be Hydro? Is it gonna be Charles? And right now, Exotica, all he needs to do is finish. Third place, which is the lowest place he can be, gets him 5 points. Hydro, he's 10 points. All he needs to do is win a round. So Hydro, if he wins this round, and Exotica just finishes, as long as he doesn't DNF, we got a double finalist mode situation. And Charles here, he's going to do everything he can to get back into this match, though he's a little bit wide. He's got less speed, allowing Hydro through. That's not what Exotica needed, but Hydro's all out of control. And Exotica, he's out of control. Charles will win the round. He'll be on 86 points. But Hydro will be on 97. And Exotica on finalist. And Exotica, 1 round from winning this one out. He'll need to win this round, though, if he wants to stop Hydro from getting his own opportunity. Onto the next map now. Exotica was pretty decent on this one, especially. Hydro, he didn't win as many rounds on this one, so let's see if he can come back here with Lingo gone. Charles, he pretty much needs to win every round from here on out. Unless Hydro wins this round. And Charles just at least finishes, he'll have 2 chances to win afterwards. And they'll be his only chances. At this point in time, this is the only round Charles can afford to not come in first. And even then, I would be highly against that. I would not put my tournament hands in the hands of Hydro. Do not put your tournament life in the hands of someone else. So right now, Hydro, he needs to do the same thing. He can't allow Charles to win this round. He needs to rely on himself to beat out Exotica first. And if both of them can beat out Exotica this round, that'd be absolutely amazing. Onto the first round of Euphoria. It could be Euphoria for one player here, and despair for 2 others. And as Exotica starts off strong, Charles here gonna catch up a little bit. Hydro is now ahead of him. Exotica, though, he's the one who they need to get ahead of, and neither of them are ahead of an Exotica at this point in time. 1/10 ahead of both Charles and Hydro gets it pretty slowly, and that's Charles now who needs to catch up. He needs to do the job. He needs to get it done. More inside will get less speed out of this corner as he goes wider. Onto this dirt turn, though. Gets more speed out of this exit. You can see him. He's catching up. He's catching up. He's catching up. Last turn. Last chance. Is it Charles? Is it Exotica? It's Charles! He keeps his season alive. He keeps Hydro's alive. It's not done yet. We got double finalist. And Charles is 1 win away from finalist himself. And now we got a match. And Exotica could get this stolen from right under his nose. What a comeback by Charles here to bring this match back in favor for Hydro. And even himself. After the despair that happened on this map for Charles earlier on, he's back in it. He's now in the lead even, fighting with Hydro. It's Exotica who's in last. Exotica's got to make a comeback here to stop Hydro from winning this round. If he wants to win, if he wants to get to the grand finals, he needs to get ahead of Hydro, which he does. What a line out of him. And Charles, mistake! Despair! Hydro now in second with Exotica's incredible line. Heart attack last round. Heartbreak this one. Exotica survives the scare, and he's through to the grand finals. Hydro and Charles eliminated. Oh boy, oh boy. What a match! GG's. Woo! Oh boy, oh my god, deployer, what is this? Hold on, like this? Yeah, there you go. So you've got far out QDC, and you've got zoomed in QDC, right here. Yep, that's zoomed in QDC right there, ladies and gentlemen. So, this QDC zooms, by the way. He do be zooming. I don't know what kind of drugs he took to zoom this much. Or what this QDC here, took to zoom out this much. But, at this point in time, I guess we're just playing these nice old games here between left and right QDC, who is now zoomed and unzoomed QDC. Ladies and gentlemen, are we gonna go on to a break here, deployer? Or are we, just gonna stall out for a little bit? Alright, let's go on to a break then. We'll be back in about 4 minutes time, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand final, which will include Nexotica and Lingo, who survives the scare of Charles and Hydro.